Okay, we're back. Something annoyed me. If you can tell by the style of this video, typically these are when something annoys me. So, I'll tell you what annoyed me. Recently, I'm browsing the Reddit forums. I'm browsing Reddit and the forums. The Overwatch ones, obviously. And a big consensus that I seem to reach a lot, and by that I mean the community reaches a lot, is that support is a bad role that's not fun, and it's weak, and it sucks, and like something else for like some other roles and some other heroes, okay? And I thought these people are willfully ignorant. They refuse to understand that they are wrong, and they just want something to complain about. Then I really thought about that, and I thought, really, like this, like basically everyone, like 90% of the game's population has chosen to think like this, like to deliberately think wrong. I thought, no, that is illogical. That can't be the case. So what is it? What's making everyone think like this? And I realized it's because people just don't actually understand Overwatch. They don't know the game they're playing. They don't know what's strong. They don't know what's weak. They don't know how the game is meant to be played, okay? And as someone who's done a lot of scrim experience and a lot of experience in tournaments and things like that, and very high-level play, I thought I want to make a video where I can genuinely explain to people the game, what is broken about it, why it's broken, and things like that, okay? First things first, let's talk about support, because that seems to be the main complaint from people, is that support is bad. Let me explain to you this, right? Support is the strongest role in the game, and it's not even close. Every single support hero in this game, right now, apart from Moira, is either overtuned, overpowered, or unspeakably broken that they are a must-pick hero, and you are throwing the game if you do not choose them. And that is not an exaggeration. The support heroes are genuinely this overpowered. So let's start with exactly who. Who is overpowered on this role? And who isn't? Well, since so many of them are overpowered, it's actually easier for me to say who isn't. Right now, Moira is not overpowered. She's actually pretty well tuned. And so is Lucio. I think Lucio is fine as well. I think Lucio might actually be on the weaker side of the supports, but he's still very good, and he's played in a lot of comps. But other than that, every other support in this game is wildly overtuned, overpowered. I think the biggest offender of this is Kiriko. Kiriko is the most overpowered support in this game by far. And I think second place probably goes to Mercy, and then third place goes to Zen. All three of those heroes aren't even touching the overpowered part anymore. They are not overpowered. They are ridiculously broken. They are like, if a gun like this, you know, like imagine like we're playing Call of Duty, right? Imagine there was a gun as powerful as these heroes in that game was. They would legitimately be the only guns used across the entire game's population ever. They are that broken. They are must-pick heroes. They are stupidly overpowered. And I'll tell you why. Kiriko, for example, ridiculously high amount of heal. She can 2-tap DPS heroes. She has Suzu, which is just a, you know, a get-out-of-jail-free card. You make people invincible. You cleanse them of their debuffs. You boop people away. It heals them a little bit, right? You have a teleport, which you can just teleport. I think it's like 30 meters or something. You can teleport across the map. Another thing is, Ball, when he spawns in, he can't use grapple for 5 seconds. It's on cooldown. But Kiriko can teleport out of spawn. She doesn't have cooldown. So Ball can't grapple out of spawn, but Kiriko can teleport out of spawn. However, even though Kiriko makes the entire team more survivable than one Ball. So it doesn't make sense. So that's the main discrepancy so far. Another offender of this, Zenyatta. Basically, he is just completely brain dead. The hero is legitimately brain dead. You put your heal on your DPS, who want to go off angle, you put your Discord on the tank, and you shoot the tank, or you shoot the squishies. That is it. That is your whole job. You don't need good positioning, you don't need good aim, you don't need good game sense, you don't need good decision-making skills, you need none of it. You can be completely brain dead, you can be an actual moron, and play this hero effectively. That is stupid. That should not be in the game, right? Here's the thing. Since Zen is so easy to play, he should be weaker. The more difficult a hero is to play, the more value he should get. Like Tracer. Tracer should get a ton of value because she's difficult to play. Genji should get a ton of value since he's difficult to play. Zarya should get a ton of value since he's difficult to play. Ball should get a ton of value because he's difficult to play. Lucio should get a ton of value because he's difficult to play. Though those are just some good examples of heroes who should get lots of value, who don't. The only actual hero here who gets a lot of value is Lucio, mainly because he's good into comps like Rush, which Rush is very good right now. And Ball, who is just objectively a good tank, but he's not good because he's overpowered, he's good because he's difficult to play, and you get, you know, rewarded for being able to play him well, okay? Like a retard can't play Ball, you just feed and lose the game, okay? But a very good Ball player does a lot, which he should, realistically. Back to supports though, all of the supports are just genuinely too strong or overpowered. Like Mercy, for example. Mercy is like, you can pick this hero, and I see a lot of Mercy players complaining, so I'm gonna be tough, right? Tough love. I love Mercy players, but let's be real. Your hero is absurd. They are so unbelievably overpowered, it is comical. You can pick this hero, hold down right mouse button, and just completely turbo. You turn your fucking like DPS heroes into the Terminator. And if you've got good DPS heroes, or just good DPS players in general, you are hard carrying the game on Mercy by holding down a button. That is brain dead. That is legitimately brain dead, right? And let's say for whatever reason they die. Let's say a Widowmaker snipes them across the map, who by the way is also ridiculously overpowered, right? So let's say they get their head blown off, right? You just revive them. They're back. 2 seconds later, they're back. Which is fucking absurd. Like, imagine a Genji dives on him, absolutely smokes him in the 1v1, combos him down perfectly, plays it perfectly, gets the kill. He deserves that. Mercy comes around the corner, presses a button, the person is back, they're getting blue beamed again, now they're the Terminator. Oh, you're doing some damage to them, I heal them, they're now invincible because of how much I heal. The hero is stupid, okay? You cannot play Mercy and unironically think you are having less than infinite impact on the game. You are single-handedly carrying every game you queue into when you pick this hero. They are that overpowered, okay? And anyone, I know a lot of Mercy players are coming around and they're like, oh, my hero is so bad, dude, I can't carry the game. Listen, I'm just gonna be real with you. If you can't carry the game on Mercy, which, by the way, comes down to holding a button, you are dog shit. You are fucking awful. You are awful at the game. You are terrible. And that's okay. It's okay to be bad. But what's not okay is to go, I'm bad, therefore my hero should be even better. That's stupid, okay? That doesn't make sense. Like, imagine that applied to all the heroes you hate, okay? Like, for example, a big hero support heroes hate is Genji. Imagine Genji was like... Imagine all the Genji players were like, I'm bad at Genji, I can't do the combos, I don't know when to engage, I think he should have 500 damage, like, it'd be fucking retarded, right? Everyone would be like, wow, that is a horrible take. And you know what? That is a horrible take. He shouldn't. However, we sit in this moment where all the support players are like, my hero's hard to play and I can't just sit in the back line and drink fucking milk and eat baby food like a fucking idiot and just sit here and press my cooldowns and, oh, I kill everyone and heal everyone and make them invincible and, oh, and then, you know, it's like, and it's therefore my hero is terrible. It's like, no, you just suck, okay? Let's be real, you are just terrible. And that's okay, it's okay to be terrible, but you need to acknowledge you are fucking ass. You are dog shit at the game, you are cheeks. If you are anything below, like Grandmaster, you legitimately should not have an opinion when it comes to balancing the game, because you don't understand the game. You don't know the cooldown rotations, you don't know actual positional rotations, you don't know how any of the heroes work, you don't know anything. And that's okay. I'm not mad at players for not knowing that. There's casual players, and that's okay. That's fine. But you cannot go, wow, I play this game 40 minutes a week, I think Brick should be this strong. No, you can't. You actually can't. You don't understand. Like, imagine we're playing professional football, like European football here, not like garbage NA football. European football, right? And then all the people who like kick a football once a week go, you know what, actually, I think they should change the professional football rules and make it so offside doesn't exist anymore, right? I can't be bothered to not position myself offside. I don't think offside should... Dude, you would be perceived as a complete fucking idiot to the entire population. That is what it sounds like when you complain about Overwatch balance and you've got no fucking idea what you're talking about. Because we get into these moments when our Brig on Season 4 is going to be so absurdly powerful that she's going to be a must-pick again, she's going to break the game again. Right, but all the silver support players are they're rejoicing, like, wow, I can finally just completely turn off my brain and carry the game like you could before. It's like, dude, come on, let's be real here. Your support is so stupidly broken, and if you fail to acknowledge that, you're a fucking idiot, okay? That's just reality. So, I mean, we haven't even touched on the DPS heroes yet, and the tank heroes, and which ones are too strong, and which ones are weak, but honestly, I've complained so much about the support heroes in this game that I can't even fit it. We're like 10 minutes in already. Just keep in mind, please just genuinely think, if you are below Grandmaster, you have no opinion when it comes to game balance. That is reality. You suck at the game, you are terrible at the game, and that's okay. However, you should not ruin my experience, pro player experience, open division players, contenders players, grandmasters, top 500s, masters, diamond. You should not ruin their game experience. You should not ruin the balance of this game because you are terrible. That is actually stupid. That makes no sense at all. Not even a little bit of sense. It genuinely just doesn't. My brain cannot physically comprehend the level of idiocy that comes out of some people's mouths when they're like, I pick Anna and I don't know, man, I think she's kind of weak. I can only sleep the tank every 4 seconds and then anti him and then shoot him 4 times and he dies, and then I shoot one guy and he's full HP, and then I get a nano every 12 seconds, and like I think it's too weak. And it's like, no, you just suck. You just suck. Like, let's be real, you're just terrible. The hero is overpowered, they're all overpowered, and you're bad, okay? Mercy's overpowered because of damage boost and res. Zen is overpowered because of Discord and the fact he's just brain dead and easy to play. Bap is overpowered because of his heal, his damage, and his immortality field. I don't even remember the other supports. Who else is in the fucking game? I mean, I only ever see Mercy and Zen play. Brig is overpowered because she's just so unbelievably easy to play, but still gets like infinite value and can make people completely invincible with no effort whatsoever. My main complaint here is less about unbalancedness, okay, and more about how heroes can be legitimately brain dead and stupidly easy to play, but some people still have the guts to complain and go, no, I think my hero's too weak, and they're like fucking cardboard 5, and they've only got 3 hours of game time in the last 7 months, and you know what I mean? And those are the people balancing the game. Dude, I fucking hate every single one of you who think you have an opinion of balance if you're below Grandmaster. You are wrong. This video was very harsh, and I'm sorry, but I'm sick of these support players, man. They make me so upset. They are babied every season. All of their heroes are too strong. They're overpowered. It's so fucking boring playing against these overpowered dog shit every game. It's so boring. Fuck all of you.